Once upon a time, humanity worshipped gods. They were immortal, untouchable, and omnipresent. Today, in a world where the divine has faded into myths, we've created new idols, celebrities. But why do we crave fame? Why do we follow these modern icons with such fervour? To understand this, we must dive into the human psyche and explore the philosophical roots of our obsession. Consider Michael Jackson, one of the most famous people in history. In 1993, he performed at the Super Bowl halftime show, a moment that redefined what it meant to be a global superstar. For nearly 2 minutes, he stood completely still on stage, saying nothing. The crowd screamed, cried, and erupted in waves of applause. Over 133 million viewers watched in awe as Jackson turned silence into spectacle. It wasn't just a performance, it was a moment of worship. Why does fame hold such power? Friedrich Nietzsche once declared that God is dead, leaving humanity to search for meaning in a secular world. Celebrities like Jackson fill that void. They become symbols of our highest aspirations: beauty, talent, and immortality. To worship them is to seek connection to something greater than ourselves. But it's not just about the famous, it's about us. Take the fans who camp outside hotels for days or faint at concerts. Psychologists call this a parasocial relationship, a one-sided bond where fans feel deeply connected to someone they've never met. These relationships offer comfort in an increasingly isolating world, but they also reveal our longing to belong to something bigger. Elvis Presley was another figure who inspired near religious devotion. At his concerts, fans would scream so loudly that his voice was drowned out by their cries. Women would rush the stage, desperate for a touch or even a glance from the king. Like Jackson, Elvis wasn't just an entertainer, he was a cultural phenomenon, embodying the hopes and dreams of millions. In many ways, celebrities have replaced gods in our collective consciousness. They represent ideals we strive for, but feel are out of reach. Like ancient deities, they seem both untouchable and deeply human, a paradox that makes them irresistible. But there's a darker side to this obsession. Philosopher Martin Heidegger warned that modern culture risks becoming nihilistic, obsessed with appearances while neglecting deeper truths. Celebrity culture thrives on this nihilism, reducing people to objects for endless consumption. Fame becomes not a path to meaning, but an escape from it. And yet, moments like Jackson's Super Bowl performance remind us of fame's potential for unity and inspiration. As he sang "Heal the World," surrounded by thousands of children, he used his platform not just for entertainment, but to convey a message of hope and humanity. So, what can we learn from this? Perhaps our craving for fame and fascination with celebrities are mirrors, reflecting our deepest desires to be seen, understood, and remembered. But true meaning doesn't come from being worshipped or worshipping others. It comes from embracing our freedom and creating lives that matter, not for the crowd, but for ourselves. In chasing fame or following idols like Jackson or Elvis, we must ask ourselves, are we running toward meaning or away from it? The answer may define not just who we are, but who we choose to become.